Casual Scale Modeler here with part number 2 on the Academy F-5A Freedom Fighter. You see I've got it all assembled here and primed. Quite a bit of work here actually. I did some filling just in the worst spots. I could have done more. I didn't do much along the bottom. The top here I just used plastic glue to fill in this top seam here. And it didn't turn out too bad, so I just kind of didn't bother with the filler. And then I did actually rescribe some of the panels just using the back of a knife, just where it needed it most, mainly right here. The worst part I needed filler was the joint here between the rudder, I can't even think, and the body here. That was really bad and needed lots of filler in there. And I also filled up the between the pitot tube and the nose piece right there. I'd assume that's a pitot tube. Who knows what for sure. But again, this kit is really cheap. The plastic is very, very brittle. I've actually worked with a plastic kit that had this kind of plastic before. So the stuff is hard and brittle. It was hard to cut off the sprue. It was hard to file. It was very, very different than a lot of plastics I dealt with. But it did actually go together. The plastic glue still worked fine on it. And then for primer, I used Vallejo Surface Primer. Hadn't used that before. I picked some up at my local hobby store just to give it a try. Mainly because I also want to try and use it on my wargaming miniatures. And I can say I sprayed it straight out of the bottle. Didn't have to thin it or mix it with anything. It sprayed great. Even the parts where I kind of screwed up and didn't spray it very well, I get absolutely no dusting on it whatsoever, which is incredible. Even the spots I had to go back over it because I sprayed gray primer over gray plastic, and there were some spots I missed. So even the spots I missed didn't turn out grainy or powdery at all. So the stuff sprayed absolutely wonderfully. But I heard that it's not a sandable. Oh, I forgot. Also filled in the body between the intakes in the body here. I also heard it was not a sandable primer, and that is absolutely true. I tried to sand down a little mistake or a piece of dust that got in it, and the stuff is absolutely not sandable. So it's not suitable to automotive work, but I think it'll be great for my wargaming miniatures going forward if I want to airbrush prime them. So these are the armaments I picked out. I'm not sure what they are other than the drop tank and the sidewinders. I think these are both bombs of some kind. But so that's it for the assembly of it. For colors, we're going to spray the bottom. I'm going to be using the Monomaster acrylic paints. For the bottom, we're going to be using the aircraft gray. And then for the camo pattern, we're going to do a combination of, what is this? This is olive drab and British Gulf Armor Light. I think those will turn out pretty well. I'll try and do a similar camo pattern to what's on the box, but I'm probably not going to worry about it too much. And of course, some interesting effects here. They painted the front of these the green. Of course, the bottom is all the light color. The drop tank's light color. The bombs are the dark or green, and then the fronts of the rails are green. The bottom backs of them are the underneath color. Interesting. Anyway, so that is the plans going forward. It shouldn't take too much more time. Probably the hardest part is going to be the hand brushing of the details on the pilot. Yeah, because it's actually fairly well detailed. It looks a very nice figure compared to the rest of the plane. Is probably the best part of it. So real simple, and then the landing gear and all the details will just be hand brushed. And then here will all be done in aluminum, and then the wheels, of course, in black, and then whatever color I want for the jets. So that's it. That's a real quick update on this model kit, making great progress. Hopefully it'll be done soon. Thanks for watching.